Is it a confidence thing? Is there like a milestone I gotta hit? Like, at what point am I a guitar player?
Hey, this is a really good question, and I hope this video finds you and anybody else who's curious about that same question she's asking. So just to recap the video, what she's asking is, despite learning for 6 months on the guitar, whenever someone asks her to play something for them, she's not comfortable to play anything. And the question she asks is, at what point do I consider myself a guitarist instead of just learning the guitar? As a musician and a guitar instructor, the direct answer I'm going to give you is that you have to learn songs. And what I mean by learn songs is learn songs from the beginning to the end, from the intro all the way to the outro. You see, the thing is, when people ask you to play songs for them, you don't feel like you're ready to play songs. It's really because the stuff you've been learning might be very riff-based. When we're talking about learning on the electric guitar, for example, we're all very enticed by the idea of learning short riffs here and there, maybe a scale here, maybe an exercise there, but it doesn't really paint the picture of a whole song. And when people ask you to play them something, they pretty much want to hear you play a song from the beginning to the end, something recognizable. If you think about it, a riff or a scale would take you less than 10 or 20 seconds to play for them. And then the question they will ask next is, so what comes after this? Is that it? I don't recognize this thing you're playing. And maybe that's what you're feeling. That's why you don't feel comfortable playing what you know for them, because you don't have a complete picture, or maybe you feel that you're not playing what you should be playing, or you're not sure what you should be playing. But really, you'd be surprised at how people will be easily entertained by the fact that you can play 2 or 3 songs, and even better still, if they can sing along or you can sing the song for them, they'll be thoroughly entertained. Trust me on that. So now the next question is, what do I do next, right? Let me give you some suggestions. My first suggestion is to start choosing strumming songs, acoustic songs, songs that you can clearly hear that the guitar is strumming throughout the whole song, and that's just easier because just the strumming itself will be able to cover the whole song. With electric guitar songs, the problem is that you probably need to play it with a full band for the part that you're playing to make it make sense. The next piece of advice I'll give you is start learning easy songs. Learn songs that have 3 or 4 chords that you can tie together with a strumming pattern. There are a lot of songs these days that just have 4 chords with a strumming pattern that you can easily tie together. The issue that I have when people try to learn electric guitar or guitar is that they learn very difficult things, or they learn bits and pieces of a riff, of a skill, and it's not helping them put the whole picture together. Or you try something that is a little bit out of your range in terms of skill level, so and then you can't put the whole song together. You take time to put the whole song together, and sometimes you find that with your limited skill, you might not even put the whole song despite working on it for a while. So what I really recommend you do is find easy songs, 3 to 4 chords that you can learn the whole song from the beginning to the end, that you can complete. And you'll be very surprised how entertaining that is already to your friends. You don't need to play something tricky to entertain people. Now, one huge benefit of learning easy songs at the beginning is that once you learn 3, 5, 8 songs, you're going to find that every time you complete a song, not only will you have a repertoire of songs that you can play for people, but you'll find that every time you complete a song, your skill level is going to increase. You're going to feel it. And by the time you hit the number of songs, say the 5 songs for example, you're going to find that learning the next new song is going to get so much easier. And what you're doing here is you're working your way up to the ideal songs that you want to learn eventually. And before you ask the question, this is not going to take a long time. If you aim to learn maybe 1 or 2 songs every week, eventually you're going to work up your skill level to the point that you can play tricky songs in the less amount of time that you are doing right now. So have a go at it, learn 3 or 5 songs that you can play from the beginning to the end, and then perhaps then you'll be very comfortable playing in front of your friends, and that's probably when you can start to call yourself a guitarist. Hopefully this helps.